Hey there, and welcome to the Do Life Big podcast. This podcast is going to be your jam if you want to live to your full potential and don't believe in half-assing anything in your life. If we want to do life big, that means we've got to get out of our own way because we only have this one shot to make it awesome. I'm your host, Kathy, and I'm a mom of three whose BFF is cold brew, a retired school teacher turned online entrepreneur, and an author. I'm loud, bold, and will always keep it real. I'm determined to live my best freaking life possible, and I'm here to help you do the same. I'll be packing this podcast with tips, motivation, inspiration, and strategies to finally get you where you want to go. And we will have a ton of laughter along the way because, let's be honest, we can't ever take ourselves too seriously, right? I'm so excited you are here with me today. Now let's get this party started. Hey, my friend, what is up? And welcome back to another episode of Do Life Big. I hope that you are having a fantastic day. I know that I am. And today we're going to dive in and talk all about how to prevent being overwhelmed, especially when you're starting something new. And so this is going to really hit home to those of you who are either at the beginning stages of running your own business or have made that shift into online entrepreneurship and you feel like, oh my God, there's so much to it. I don't know what to do first. I don't really know what I'm doing. And sometimes when you do that, you can get really stuck in your own head and it can just paralyze you. So we're going to dive in and talk about how you can prevent that from happening to you because we want to just continue moving forward, having success toward what it is that you want to build and toward building really the life that you want to live. So especially this is going to hit home if you are brand new to online entrepreneurship. You know, you don't have it all figured out yet, but you just need to take that first step. And I think that if you just taking the time to remind yourself that, like, hey, you know what? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have it all figured out yet, but I'm going to just continue to move through it and take one step at a time. I don't have to have it all figured out. Even that can help you. Because a lot of times when we start something new, we think that we need to know it all. We feel like we need to have it all figured out, or I'm just not going to have success, or people aren't going to think that I'm legit. So I need to know everything. I've got to have it perfect. I need to have all the details. But honestly, especially online entrepreneurship, it is a learn as you go business. When I started my first business, my health and fitness business 11 years ago, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I had no social media, and the whole business was going to be built on social media. I was home with my two little babies as a stay-at-home mom. I knew nothing about business because I went to school to be a teacher. And I did not know anything. Literally, I knew nothing. But I just kept telling myself, I'm just going to figure it out as I go. And having that mindset of everything is figure outable. I'm going to learn as I go made things so much easier and definitely think it contributed to my fast success in business. So let's just say that you started your online business, you're super excited about it. And then the reality kind of hits in that, oh my God, there's so many things to do. I have to build a website. I have to grow social media. I have to create content. I have to sell my offer. I have to learn the marketing. And then all of a sudden, you are literally stuck. And that's the moment where most people freeze up. They overthink, they doubt themselves, and then they do nothing. But here's the mindset shift that will change everything for you. So just remember this because this is going to help you. Success isn't about doing everything at once. It's about doing the next right thing. It's about doing the next right thing and constantly saying to yourself, what's the next right thing that I can do today? So instead of stressing about building a perfect brand, focus on posting, one piece of content today. Instead of worrying about getting thousands of followers, focus on connecting with just one person today. Instead of feeling paralyzed by all the things that you don't know yet, focus on the one thing that you can learn today. Because big success is built on small, consistent actions. And every single successful entrepreneur that you admire once felt exactly how you do, but they moved forward one step at a time. And a book that really has helped me out through the years, it was pretty much my very first book that I ever read, was called The Compound Effect. You should get that one if you're new to business. And the whole point of it is that success and the results that you want do not come from you taking just this big, huge, massive action, right? It comes from you showing up, doing the small, daily, consistent actions that need to be done every single day. And eventually, because you've done that, it compounds to give you the compound effect and give you the big result that you want. It's kind of like if you're on a health and fitness journey and you're out there and you want to lose 50 pounds, or you want to get more toned, or you want to get more lean and have more energy. You start to make these small changes every single day to get you there. But you don't notice a difference in one day. You don't notice a difference in 2 days. You might notice a difference in like a week of doing all of those small little changes every day, but it's not overnight. And that's the exact same thing with business, focusing on those small little actions that you can take every single day. So ask yourself right now, what's the one thing that I can do today that moves me forward? And then go do that thing. And even if it makes you nervous, and even if you're like, oh my God, like this kind of scares me, it's out of my comfort zone, good. It should. You should feel like you're being stretched. That's the whole point of going down this path. This is the road less traveled, but it's going to get you the results that most people will never be able to have because you chose to do it. What's the one thing that you can do today to move you forward? And then do that. So, I love this one quote by Martin Luther King. He said, "You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step." And this reminds me, I work with a lot of students on their mindset. I help them with their mindset when they're building their business. I help them just get rid of all of their limiting beliefs and rewire their mind for more success and happiness in their life so that they can get the results that they want in their business, live the life they want to live, have more happiness, have more confidence, and really have that energy and enthusiasm to go after what they want, right? Their belief in themselves. And I was working with this one student, and I'm not going to say any names, obviously, but I'll give you an example of what happened. So she had launched her online, this girl came to me, she hired me to work with her one-on-one. She launched her online coaching business, and she was super excited, but she felt completely paralyzed by everything that she needed to do. She, said, I got to set up my website. I have to create all this content. I'm not used to even being on social media. I have to grow my audience, and I have to figure out my offer for people. And every time that she would go to sit down to work, she would spiral into this overthinking and then do nothing. And so how she overcame this was, instead of trying to tackle all of those things at once, she shifted her mindset and asked every day when she sat down to work, she had it written down on her notebook, what's the one thing I can do today to move forward? And every single day she'd sit down, she'd open up her laptop, she'd read that phrase out loud to herself. And on day 1, she wrote one social media post sharing her story. On day 2, she reached out to 5 people in her network for the first time ever. On day 3, she created a free resource, a free lead magnet to attract leads. And then within a few weeks, she built momentum. She gained confidence and even signed her very first client, all because she focused on small, consistent actions instead of getting stuck in overwhelm. And so the key to success isn't knowing everything. It's trusting that small steps lead to big results. So I hope that this episode helped you today in some way. Share it with a friend. Tag me on Instagram at Catherine Reuter. And thanks so much for being here. You know I love you, and I think you're awesome. And I will see you the next time. Bye. Thanks so much for listening in. I really appreciate you choosing to spend your time here with me today. You totally rock. Hey, listen, if you loved today's episode, go ahead and tag me on social and go share this with a friend right now. Do it immediately before the day gets ahead of you and you totally forget. Couldn't be more pumped to be on this journey with you guys. Go make today awesome, and I will see you the next time.